Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 3. This week, we are going to start by exploring the difference between discipline and guidance and really what it means to move beyond discipline to guidance. Guidance is all about teaching. Guidance should teach children life skills. It should help teach children respect for others and for themselves. And it should teach children how to express their emotions in acceptable ways, making decisions that are ethical and intelligent. How to work together in groups and how to solve problems using their words is also a part of learning through guidance. This image really helps illustrate the importance of guidance. Teachers who practice guidance believe in the positive potential of each child and are moving towards rejecting discipline practice that is punitive and often leads to punishment. In the past, around 1980 and earlier, discipline systems were based on getting children to comply. Compliance does play an important role in development, but it doesn't need to be forced. If classroom expectations are clear and children are truly engaged and excited about what is happening in the classroom, teachers will spend less time on redirecting and managing children's behavior related to compliance. This results with more time spent on opportunities that enhance learning. What does appropriate teaching practices look like? What does it mean to effectively facilitate children's social skills? How do we support the development of self-regulation? In this module, you will watch a video that models some of the ways in which teachers can support the development of self-regulation and social skills. As adults, we serve as important role models for young children. Young children look to us for what to do, what to say, and how to react to different situations. When clear limits and expectations are set, children will feel confident in their environment. What does inappropriate practice look like? Forms of punishment such as timeout, which may be a controversial or hot topic for sure. Demeaning to children who misbehave by making them feel insecure or less than, or really make them feel self-conscious and embarrassed. When there aren't any clear limits in the classroom, children don't know how to respond. Sometimes the environment can be chaotic and teachers do not help children set and learn important rules of group behavior and responsibility. The topic of timeout might bring up some questions in this class, which I fully expect it to. And I hope that we have some good discussions around this. And like I said earlier, it can be quite controversial. But when a child is placed in timeout because the adult doesn't want to deal with the challenging behavior and may want the child to be quiet and compliant, the opportunity to learn from this situation is lost. It's different if an adult recognizes the child's need for a quiet space to regain their composure. Providing a quiet space for a child to regain their composure can be really an effective strategy. A skilled teacher would need to stay with a child and talk them through their feelings, helping the child make sense of the situation, helping the child de-escalate, and then helping them reflect on their behavior. What just happened? How did they feel? Then how did they act? What was the consequence of their action and how can it be different? How can you as the adult support the child so that next time it can be different? Timeout is no longer practiced in some settings and is even seen as a punitive form of discipline by many. If this is a practice that you use, be thinking about the effectiveness and the purpose of the timeout practice. If it really is a cool down period for a child to regain composure, then a teacher or adult needs to stay with the child and act as a positive support that the child doesn't feel humiliated, excluded, and or isolated. The classroom environment is key in the overall tone of the classroom. If the room is cluttered, if materials are messy, if the toys are not developmentally appropriate for the group, it is possible that the classroom can get chaotic quickly. Be thinking about how the environment also impacts children's interactions. How do inappropriate practices affect children? When there are developmentally inappropriate practices happening in a classroom, children's self-esteem can be lowered. They start to develop negative self-concepts. That's when they really don't like themselves. They may have angry feelings. Sometimes it's towards peers, sometimes it's towards adults, and sometimes it just lies right under the surface and comes out during times of chaos when the room is out of control. And sometimes just a feeling of disengagement from school and the learning process happens. I'm going to stop here. And if you haven't watched the video on developmentally appropriate practices that support children's development or social skills, do so now. The video is about 25 minutes. Take notes, and this video is also what you'll be responding to in your discussion post. But the idea is for you to watch the video now and then come back to the second narrated PowerPoint.